Hey everybody, this is Adrian with Pew Pew Podcast. We're here at Comikaze here in Los Angeles. I'm here with Mike from Flophouse doing shirts. These little guys, they're called pancakes, right?
Right.
Little figures. Very, very cool concept. We've been passing by it. Actually saw these guys over at New York Comic Con last month. And very cool concept. How did you start this, Mike? What's the story of Flophouse?
Well, actually, a couple of things. I've always had a love of toys and packaging. I started a company called Funko in 1998 out of my garage. It's become fairly successful now.
Yeah, it has.
I've had a couple of companies since then, and this is kind of my latest segue into it, which involves a lot of packaging and attention to little details. I always like to do. I'm a big fan of like 50s and 60s architecture and packaging and design. And some of the stuff we tried to do was even with the Ninja Turtles t-shirts, we tried to put them in pizza boxes, but we tried to, even the little details, like even the advertisements on the back. And
well, we liked the quote, "Never pay full price for late pizza." Is the wise man. All the little attention to details are really awesome for this stuff. I mean, you got this Evel Knievel shirt inside an oil can, and you know, just even the tubing's got the stamping. It's we were talking about it earlier. Another company that was real attention to detail was Johnny Cupcakes, was someone
Right.
that did a lot of really cool packaging and stuff like that. But we feel like that's kind of like moving on now, and we feel like this is like the passing of the torch of like attention to detail and the.
That would be great if that was the truth. One of the things we like to do is present things in a new way. I mean, anybody with a screen printing press in their garage thinks they're going to be in the T-shirt business, and you know, God bless them. But it's a tough road to hoe. So I want to at least show people something that's original and new. Both of my artists are Latino, and they were originally from TJ, and so we like to even try to do some shirts that touch on that, as you see with the Tortugas Ninjas, the take we did on the Lucha type poster art we did with the Masters of the Universe one. So we call those nationalities. Get it?
I got it.
Get it? So we do them in Japanese. I've traveled a lot to Japan. I've traveled a lot to Hong Kong and China, and I always let people almost feel like they have a souvenir or something from that. So eventually we want all these to include with like lookbooks and a little history about the brand. And then these things, the pancakes, they were pretty much just some derived from something I knocked off from the 70s.
I remember having, we were talking about it, we remember having like Hulk Hogan ones or like...
the wrestling buddies.
Yeah, wrestling buddies. And that when I saw them the first time, they reminded me of something that I had when I was a kid. And I couldn't pinpoint it until I was talking to the rest of your crew. And they're like, oh yeah, they were the wrestling buddies. And that's what, it's like nostalgia wave, like kind of hit me. It's really, really cool. Now, being that you started Funko, I get where you started coming in on the pancakes. How did you start deviating over to shirts and clothing?
Well, before Funko, I'd actually been in the apparel industry, the t-shirt part of it, for about 10 years before that. So I kind of had more background in that than toys. When I had fun, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing when I started making the bobbleheads and things. I just kind of wanted to do it. And now going back into this, again, I'm just trying to present things in a new way, but I kind of wanted to be the collectible t-shirt company, if you will. Kind of like what we did with the toys, but with t-shirts. Not to try to have things necessarily be repopped on eBay or anything like that, but more just to kind of give people unique product for a change.
Right.
Not just the same thing that you can go buy day in and day out at your department stores.
Even just opening up one of your shirts or something, it's an experience. Because of the packaging and things like that. So it's really cool.
Well, I'm actually glad you said that, and I'll tell you why. Because that was the idea behind it. Was that it was like when you would get a record album. A lot of people don't even know what the heck that is anymore, but I see vinyl's making a comeback. But when I'd open up that record album as a kid, I'd play the record, I'd look at all the pictures of the band, I'd read the lyrics, and I'd kind of enjoy the experience. And so that's what I wanted to do with t-shirts. So I want to do that with serial characters. I want to do that with video games. We just did a deal with Bandai for Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga. They're going to be in boxes that look like the stand-up video arcade games.
Very cool. Yeah. And it's a good thing that the company, that's the direction, because now we're moving into this digital era where everything's everything's all, buy and download and things like that. And it's nice to be able to have this kind of experience back on the consumer products, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah, you're noticing all of the right stuff, because that's exactly what we built the company on, because we want something tangible. I mean, you can't actually download a shirt and wear it. So
right.
You can buy it, which is great, on Flophouse.com.
The shirts, we're real sticklers on the podcast. We're very, very picky with the type of shirts that we wear. They're extremely soft, and they don't feel like they're slathered with plastisol. What are you guys doing? Why are they such good shirts?
Well, where we get our shirts is a company secret. But we use water-based ink basically, which gives it that soft hand. And as you can see, we try to use minimalist amount of colors. I don't like a big, heavy, 12 color design that feels like a birthday cake on your stomach.
So now I know you started kind of touching on it with the Bandai and Namco stuff. What are the future plans for Flophouse? What do you got in the works here that you can actually speak on anyway?
Well, the coolest one that I can tell you about is we did an exclusive deal with Topps Trading Card Company. And we're going to be reproducing a lot of the classic wrapper art that appeared on the trading card wrappers on t-shirts. And we're going to be packaging certain ones in real wax packs. So you'll get a t-shirt that's in looks like a giant card pack with a lot of extras and fun in there as well.
Very cool. Cool. And where can everybody buy your shirts? Where can they find you on the internet?
Well, December 1st, we'll launch our online store at flophouse.com. And we've already had several retailers. This is only our 4th show. We're just really getting our feet wet. We have several retailers that have actually approached us at this show that are asking where they can buy and how they can buy and what's the wholesale price. So we're gearing up for that right now.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's we're just really getting our feet under us, and it's really just a dream. I hope it makes money so we can get up every morning and actually do what you want to do.
Oh, absolutely. I have a good feeling that this is going to be huge. Like I said, the crowd at New York Comic Con at your guys' booth alone was constantly just a bunch of people looking for your guys' stuff. It was great. So, Mike, I wish you the best of luck with Flophouse. Thank you so much for talking to us. This is Adrian from Pew Pew Podcast. Catch you next time.